The podcasters are back at it again with another podcast. Today's podcast will be about racial discrimination in school. And here are our hosts.
Hi, my name is Izumi.
And I'm Lauren.
We will be talking about racial discrimination that happens in schools. First off, in our research, we found that the article titled How Racism Affects Minority Students in Public Schools. It talks about the problems in schools of discrimination of races. The author says that more black people are more likely to get suspended and get in trouble than other races. And some important quotes are, even black preschool students are more likely to be suspended than other students of other races. The U.S. Department of Education found the agency reported that while black make up just 18% of children in preschool, they represent nearly half the preschool children that are suspended.
We think that this shouldn't happen and is wrong. In order to fix this, we have to be more aware of our actions and surroundings. And if we see this happening, we have to be an upstander.
Now, let's see what this 8th grader at Taft Academic Center thinks.
We are here to interview a Taft Academic Center student who doesn't wish to be identified. Here's your first question. Do you mostly have friends with the same race as you or a different race? If so, what races?
Well, my friend group is very diverse. I don't specifically hang out with any race, but because I did used to go to a school with mostly Hispanics and Latinos, I do have more friends outside of school that are from that race.
Next question. Do you have a preference or does it happen to work out like that? If preferred, why?
It just happens to work out like that. I don't specifically approach people with the same race as me or with a different race. It just happens.
Do you have any examples that we could use for our research?
Well, I would say some Taft friend groups are mostly from one race just because they have more in common because of their cultures, but not a real specific example.
Do you ever feel anxious by people of a different race? If so, did that change over time?
No, I don't feel anxious by people of a different race, but sometimes I feel like I can or probably will overstep someone's rules or like having to do with their cultures because I don't really know their culture.
Next question. Were you ever caught in a scenario where someone didn't want to be your friend because of your race?
Not that I know of.
Okay. What are your thoughts on racial friend groups?
I think it's something very common. I don't think it's meant to harm anyone, but it is easier to hang out with someone from your race because you have more things in common and have lived similar experiences and have the same culture, but I do think it's a problem and we should look at it more.
Okay. Do you think this will change over time?
I think it has been changing over time. It's not so much of the problem as much as it was before, but I do think it will get better in the future.
Thank you so much for coming today.
As you can see, this means that we all have our own opinions about the topic, and that is exactly why it has become a problem.
Here's a message from our sponsor.
Hey guys, so this is a pretty good podcast. You should listen to it. I really have no clue what it's about, but you should listen to it anyway. Have a good day. Okay, bye.
Okay, back on topic.
There is also a scenario where one person is friends inside two friend groups, but with different races, like one is black and one is white, or different races. This applies to the scenario Star is in the book, The Hate You Give. Star has friends in Garden Heights with the same race as each other, and in Williams, she has white friends and tries to fit in and not to be that one black girl. That's it! Thanks for listening to the Podcasters!